So today we continue our coding, and today I'm gonna first of all implement our databases because I think it's the right time to do them, right? And so let's go. So first of all, we'll need to install our database things, right? Where is this SQL Alchemy? So we'll be using as a database for development something like SQLite, and for deployment we will use PostgreSQL, right? And for our let me draw you actually. Wait. So look at it. So we have something like database right here, and this database in development it'll be just SQLite, okay? Like at least for the development. Then we will have ORM. If you don't know what is ORM, it's basically wait, I don't remember how it what does it mean? ORM object relation mapping. Okay, you can think about it. ORM is basically object relation mapper, right? And you can think about it as a tool that simplifies your SQL queries to database. And by simplifies, I mean simplifies the interface. For example, like if we would do this in raw SQL queries, we would do something like select. Let me actually type it. So we would do something like select something from table, right? And then we would somehow feed into, and then we would need to scale these things and make more queries and check, debug them, and it would be very complicated. And for these, people intended ORMs, right? And as I think we need ORM for our project, so that we will be using SQL wait. I forgot how it is pronounced. Oh, SQL Alchemy, right? So we'll have something like SQL Alchemy. Right? And also we need some packages for these, some dependencies for this SQL Alchemy. And for SQLite is basically if async version, I don't remember, async SQLite if I'm not mistaken, and async Postgres or Psychology or async Psychology, I don't exactly remember. Also we will have something like migrations, and basically why would you even need it and what does it mean? So when you have an app, for example, let's say this is our app, right? And this app is already deployed, okay? It's live, it's working. This app has some users, okay? And you wanna implement a new update But for this update you will need to extend your database tables, right? You will need to add some new data to the databases that you cannot add without updating the database, like schema, right? And for these things, of course you could manually do all that stuff and add in that, but it is so much debugging, and eventually you will need to do that many times. So for that, people invented something like migration handler. I don't know how it's correctly called by, but I'd like to call it just like for migrations, right? And so for migrations we'll use the thing that is called Alembic. Okay, so Alembic just basically checks your SQL schema of the table, and if the schema has new changes that are not in the previous versions of this schema, okay, then it's just goes into its underhood and does some magic there, and in the end you get a full working updated database with the new fields, okay? So I think you got the point. Let me check if the stream is working. Yeah, it's working. So guys, I've been thinking about how to implement our tables, and I have some ideas about it. Okay, so what do we have, right, guys? For now, for simplicity, we'll add just one table, because like right now we have only single functionality that we can use, and it's chatting with AI. And for this chatting we need something like history, right? So we'll add something like chat history thing, okay? Right. So let me install actually all the needed things. How to install SQL Alchemy. Documentation, installation guide. So let's install this. Also, we'll need to install Alembic. Okay. Install. How to install Alembic? How to install Alembic? And also, is Alembic asynchronous? I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, it's not. And Alembic async as well. Let's switch to the agent mode. People install Alembic, right? Wait. If you use SQL Alchemy Alembic, install the DB stack. No, I don't use SQL model. IO SQLite, so we need to install IO SQLite, not async SQLite as I thought, and async PG. Async PG, right? And also I need to install Alembic, right? Oh. So, and Alembic async as well, right? Checking the project dependency setup, right? Waiting. Alright. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Alembic has a plugin for asynchronous support, right? Or I'm mistaken. I don't quite remember. No, I don't need it. I don't use SQL model, right? Chicken Della mix it up and running it while playing SQL Alchemist. Okay. Wait. What are you doing? I didn't tell you to do anything. Oh no. Look at this. Clutterberg. Wow. Okay guys, I need to revert. How to do that? Wow, it's so lagging. No, I can't revert. What? Wait, how can I revert? Oh, here we go. Discard all changes. Yes. Who? I shouldn't have done this. And also I need to remember the architecture for such apps. And so it has some examples here. It's created base engine init config and alright. Pretty much I got that. Right. So actually think that our database, where is this, will be, what is this data? I'm not sure. I didn't have that. So guys, I need to create here our DB. Oh no, it hasn't reverted. It hasn't reverted the changes, guys. Very bad. Oh wait. Yes, I'm sure. No. Something strange is happening here. Like, definitely. Yeah, cursor is a bit strange right now. Yeah. I don't see it reverted. Like nothing has changed. Alembic. Nothing. Yeah, that's bad. Undo all. Confirm. Same result. Maybe I should close cursor. Okay, let's wait. No, it didn't work. There is a bug, apparently. I don't use the scale model. Revert to it. I said revert, not to... It still has these files. Right. Okay, let's just delete them. DB... It didn't create tests, or what? Middlewares. Yeah, yeah. I already forgot. It's log for error, okay. So guys, that's great. I'm sorry. Alembic? I didn't create this folder. Wait. Wait. It... Wait. Generic single install SQL Alchemy. Oh no. SQL Alchemy. Where's this database thing? Yeah, right here. Yeah. Alright. Database. Okay, Alembic is, I guess, the needed thing for... Yeah, alright, it is. It has been installed when I pressed install, right? Okay. So in DB, I need now to add engine. Or no, wait. First of all, we need to add base.py. And here from SQL Alchemy. Oh, I completely forgot the syntax. It will be tough. Oh wait. Code examples. Where are the code examples? RAM examples. No, I would better read the beginner documentation. Alright. So it is right in ORM, right? So from each.orm imports declarative base, right? Also we need mapped column, mapped thing, right? Relationship. Okay, I got it. So we create base here. I'm not sure why do we need to create an empty base, but yeah, there is a purpose for this. If I'm not mistaken, we could extend like add something like for inheritability, right? So the next thing is engine. Okay. Oh no, really, to be honest, I completely forgot how to do all these things related to databases. So from SQL Alchemy .orm import first of all create analyze the project first, building base in deep, return acknowledge. Okay, so let's force this AI first analyze the code base, and only then we will prompt it to create the engine, because I need to look at examples. I a bit forgot how to use it, right? Yeah, I haven't used this ORM like for a year. Yeah, I remember in the last like serious project that I was doing, I was using Django and Django ORM, and Django ORM was pretty good for me. And SQL Alchemy, I had a terrible experience with that because it is very confusing and complicated, at least for me. I don't know why, but there are so many people that hate it and so many people that like it. And I would say that I am in those group of people who like hate it, but it's a good tool. You just need to get used to it. I guess it's just the issue of the skill, right? So I just need to practice using this thing deeply and more deep and deep. Exploring the code base. So while it's thinking, we could actually read the documentation. So I understand this part, okay? Creating an engine. Right. ORM mapped class configuration. I am interested in asynchronous support. Okay. Not very good. Alright, let's prompt our another agent. Okay, let's create another agent. Give me a deep dive in documentation to uh, guys, I'm interested in one word. Recall, right? Um, Give me a deep dive in docs to SQL Alchemy and Alembic, right? Especially sync usage, right? In order to recall it. Yeah, I remember it was very difficult for me. It was era before like very mass AI usage for coding. It was era when you used your ChatGPT in the browser for coding, and in those times I didn't primarily use ChatGPT for or AI models for helping me with code. I could just like ask it uh, to figure out what's the error or something like this. But in those times, I remember I was writing my SQL Alchemy queries, and it was very difficult to check the logic, if the logic is correct, especially if you have multiple joins in your like queries, and it was really difficult to check if I did it right. And because one of the reasons why it was difficult is that I didn't have tests in those times. Like I didn't know how to make tests. And now, of course, I know that, but I wouldn't say like I'm very good at testing. I prefer to give AI all the testing stuff, and AI basically creates all the tests for me. Give me thinking longer. Why it's so long? This one hasn't answered as well. Though it isn't very difficult to like figure out in my code base. Like it's planning next moves. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. Planning. What is wrong? Like it's stuck. It's just stuck. Just look at it. Go. What is wrong, dude? You too. Yeah, it definitely stuck. Especially this one, it cannot even start thinking. I guess because Cursor maybe doesn't have parallel agents? I don't know. It would be very surprising if it does not. Does Cursor agent chat support parallel agents? Yes, Cursor features robust native support for parallel agents. It allows you to run several agents. Yeah, it allows you, but as you can see, nothing happens. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. Like, it read all the files, and again, it's stuck. Alright. Hope this works. Shut up, it's planning next moves. What is going on? New chat. How to stop all these chats? Delete. Delete. Right. Yeah, I suppose they don't really support parallel agents. They don't. Searching. Waiting. So, okay, let's continue reading the documentation. Go alchemy, quick start. No, no, no. Is it ready? Alright. So implement engine third party. Right? So implementing the database engine by checking existing database config. Alright. Let's wait while it is updating. Yeah, right. Wait, what? It should also added some config, right? So root code B and database URL. Default, right? Alright, that's fine. Engine as well. Keep it. So let's read it. So first we have some types, right? We have XT-Asyncio. They still have extensions for Asyncio support. Wow. I thought they would move faster, like at least move it from extensions to the main thing. But it doesn't really matter, okay? So async engine, async session maker, create async engine, right? Alright, engine, session factory, get engine. Is he, are you joking me? Don't ever use globals in the function. get a session factory, global session factory, sync session maker, right? Get engine, class async session, experiment commit false, right? Asynchronous manager, get session. Alright, we are getting the session. Right. On try yield session. Wait, session commit. Okay. Accept exceptions, rollback, finally close. Okay. Alright. Dispose engine. Don't error. Use global thing. Right. Dispose engine. Planning next moves. Why it's so long? I didn't notice before that it was so long to plan the next moves. Refactoring engine goodbye. Any right DB. Yeah, it is actually better to write it in class thing. So URL, engine quarks, engine URL, and get database URL, engine keyable arcs, session factory, session. Alright, that's pretty good. Dispose. Also, in the database class, create. Actually, wait. Where should we create our main database thing? I don't know. Like in the app, maybe? Yeah, in the app. I mean, in the main file. Right? Yeah, it is more clever to create it in the main app. Like in the main bot, right? Also in the database class. Class create drop tables and create tables. Thing. Right? Okay, let's wait. In-person base. So create tables. Run sync. Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. Now, give me the needed docs for root calling pattern. I mean, SQL Alchemy, Alembic, asynchronous support thing. Right. Also, let's change it to ask. Okay, we now create something like models, right? In the database thing. Yeah. Let's create models. Or tables, I don't know. How do people call this? Alchemy. Docs. We call it something like, oh, just the model name, okay, without table thing. Alright, mental model, engine, create async engine, session, async session, session factory, async session factory, execute query, session.execute, statement, commit, DDL, create all, right, connection URLs. Okay, here's an example of connection URLs, right? For example, here we have SQLite plus iSQLite, that's what's that, right? In Postgres we have PostgreSQL async pg user password. Okay, fine. Your database class, right? I know it. Equivalent building blocks. Wait, what does database.dispose do? Dispose of the connection port used by this. If left at its default. So what is dispose? Dispose. Translate into Ukrainian. Okay, I got it. So dispose is like deleting, closing, right? Session.begin is called like committed on exit, right? So first of all, we create engine, then session factory, then we start engine. For example, we can start engine, run some table creation, then we can make a session factory thing, sync with into session, and do something like session.add object, and this will commit our changes to the database when we use .begin method, right? Also, we have models. It's declarative style, right? So I'm pretty familiar with that. So we have table name, we have mapped thing, mapped column, server default, back populate. Right, I do know that. Okay, common async queries. Oh, that's important one. So from SQL alchemy.rm import selection load. Wait, what? No, from SQL Alchemy import select here, and here is some methods for selecting. For example, select user some model, then some conditions. Okay, then we can session.execute. Oh, got it. So this is called statement. And in order to execute statement, in order to get what we want, we call it with this session, okay? Right? Alright. Also, we have something like lazy load. Eager load, I mean. Avoid lazy load, anything it breaks. Statement, Okay, inserting. Insert is pretty simple, update is pretty simple too. Deleting is pretty simple too, and ProSQL is simple too, okay? So we have run a sync, and the sync and sync bridge. Alright, Lambda workflow. Env.py already async. Target metadata, auto-generate, won't work until fixed. Placeholder URL should match. Alright, we need to set up Alembic later, okay. Where auto-generate. Okay, so in Alembic, where is this? Base or env? Alright, so we'll need to create that later, okay? Because right now is SQLite, we don't need these things. Okay. So first of all, okay, here is some CLI cheat sheet, okay? Alright. So now we should do something like creating models, right? So in here we'll create just one model, and it's first of all, let's import SQL Alchemy .rml, I guess. Right. Mapped first, mapped column, declarative base, right. Actually, we don't need declarative base. And we need to import the base. Alright, I'm not gonna add this table. I just need to... Oh, I got it. I got how to import these types. So... Right. So first of all, let's create thing called chat history. It's base, right? Table name, chat history, right? And okay. So we'll have first our ID of our chat history, okay? Integer. First of all, it's not integer. It should be big integer. Big integer, right? Okay. The next thing is chat ID, right? And user ID. And wait. We also need user table, okay? Alright. So let's create also a class user. First, we'll have something like this. ID of the user, then Telegram ID. Okay. Also, it should be unique, right? Unique equals true. Okay. We will not have usernames because like username can be changed. So why would we store that in the database? We'd rather store that in the cache. Also, we will have something like is admin? I don't know. Yeah, is admin will have that. So let's import boolean. Boolean. Created as. Do you really need created as? Yeah, it would be fine, right? Also, I think it would be fine to add in the base theme, like something like created at, right? So we'll have. Oh. Is it necessary to add abstract equals true? Guys, it's such a, I don't know how to say it. It's such a stupid feeling when you learned this technology like for much of the time, for a big amount of time, and you just in half a year you absolutely forgot this. I hate this feeling just because you need to recall so many things. It's just painful. So we need to create it at, right? Also we need to update it at. Do we really need to update it at? How do you think? I don't really think we need to update it at thing for real. Oh. From daytime import daytime. Also from import daytime, right? Also from skill alchemy import these things, right? Check the base.py. Is it fine? Check the telegram and okay. Check the base.py. Okay, I suppose it's fine. Okay. So in here, we no longer need created ad because we already inherit from our base. Okay. And so here we'll have something like user ID. Okay. For Also we need to import foreign key. Yeah, I will say that again. Cursor autocomplete is really smart. If it would even read my documentation and understand some architecture more in detail, it would be just wow. It's mostly fine. Right? Let's go. Okay, good. Okay. Things to reconsider. Mixing registry, mixing timestamp, mixing. By the way, mixing registry base plus mixing on one class. Common split. Oh. Yeah, this is more smart. And this is more complicated, right? So time temp mixing, right? Mixing timestamp mixing. I hope it's right. So timestamp mixing again. Let's call it abstract because true. Now let's paste. Oh no. Now let's add created as. No, I don't need updated as. Okay. Okay, that's good. Quite good. So now, if we don't want to use created as, we can just get rid of that really easily, right? So in user theme, we also need to import timestamp mixing, right? And here we add. Here we will add something like new guys. I disturbed. Alright, so we need to hear our mixing, right? Just mixing it. Do we need it in our chat history? Yeah, really. But I would say that in base I would also add class like updated mixing. And here I would call this created 8 mixing, right? Wait, you don't need to inherit. Shut up, what is going on? What is going on with my computer? Alright. We have here updated it. That is fine, I guess. Also, we'll update it to this thing, and here we need created add mixing, right? And in here we need both created and updated add mixing, right? Let me continue the music. Alright. And in chat history we'll have also chat ID. Okay. And a message. We'll remove the message for now because it's foreign key, and apparently we need to add there's this message. Message cannot be updated, at least in our app. Okay. So messages, user chat history. Okay. ID of the message. Interesting. No, I guess we don't need ID of the message. Does Telegram have unique ID of the message? Interesting. Yes, Telegram has message ID. Oh yeah, how could I forget that? So we'll have separate ID, right? Also, Telegram ID. Also, user ID and... Oh wait, I'm confusing things. Yeah, I'm confusing things. First of all, oh no, Parentic ad. Jobs. Okay. And here in messages, we need to do something like... Wait, I forgot how it's called actually. I need to recall this. The messages and chat history. Yeah, it's modal request and modal response. And in one word, it's called... How is it called? It's from wow. Wait, we can do something like this? Wow. What is NQ? Modal message. Yeah, that's modal message basically. Let's call it modal message, right? Okay. Also, I need to... Also... I need to change this to something like this. Right? Let's wait for this agent. By the way, I don't know why, but in my opinion, it became very slow. Or I am just too accustomed to it. Yeah, it really became very slow. Like in previous runs, it was fast enough to answer this question like in 10 seconds. And now it's like answering for a minute. Yeah, it's injecting extra messages into the agent conversation. Wow. 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 Very cool. ASAP, as soon as possible, when ideally. What else? Delivered only when the agent would otherwise finish. Useful. Alright. What ideally stands for interesting. Yeah, guys, now there is a difficult problem because I don't know what is in the model message thing, right? So what fields do we get? There's no model message. No, I don't really. Yeah, here it is. Alright, ideally, the agent is about to finish its run, it has no more model to. Ideally, in practice, the agent is ideally when it's done with its current turn. I'm not in general. Alright, model message. Any message sent or returned by a model. Any message. Yeah, but in the history, right? In the chat history, if we do some searching, we will notice that our chat history consists of only two things, and it's model response and model request, right? And even if there are two calls, if I'm not mistaken. Or is this? Okay, there are some tool calls. No, I don't know. I didn't check that. So from what was it called? Pydentic import model message. Right? I didn't hear. Wait. What? Oh. There's parent model message. Okay. So it can be model request, model response. And that's all. Who? Model message parentic class can be only model request or model response, right? And there is also one problem with our model. That is that how can we know if this chat history... Oh, there is user ID, okay. Wait a minute. There is a problem with this field. That is that chat history actually can be in groups, in channels, and in private messages, right? Or direct messages. And we cannot just assign one user ID to it. Yeah, we could assign user IDs, but we like we could have like have a list of user IDs, but it wouldn't work because Telegram does not provide you with their users in groups, even if you own the group. Even if the bot has access to group things. Right? So there is a problem here. Whether we delete this user ID thing, but then we'll not be able to know the user of this chat. Can I get Telegram user by chat ID if it's DM, direct messages? Yes, in Pydantic model, message is only a union of two types. Okay, got it. Request response. There are data classes, not Pydantic based model subclasses, but Pydantic validators serialize them via type adapter. Model messages type adapter. What goes inside? Each message has a part sequence with finer grains part types. So each message has parts. Okay, all part request those parts, right? I hate these parts for real. Related types that are not model messages. In a DM is so in a DM chat ID is the user's Telegram ID. What? No, I don't believe. Right? For private chats, messages between the bot. Wow. It solved the major problem. At least in this case, Telegram helped us a lot. Coding, Garden, and Sub. What's up? Alright. So guys, yeah, it's really useful that Telegram, in the bot at least, chat ID are the same as user ID for direct messages. That's cool. I need to do this to do list, right? So Telegram DM chat ID equals user ID, right? Telegram chat ID equals user ID if it is the direct message chat, right? So okay, what I was working? Oh, I was working on model messages. All right. So model message is model request or model response, right? Let's see what is model request. So it has parts. Timestamp. Right. Instructions. Kind. Wait. Created it. Okay. Kind. Run ID. Conversation ID. Metadata. Create email request with a single user prompt as text. Okay. So I guess we need to store first of all timestamp, which we already store, but we need to rename this. Oh no, there is a problem. So we need to recreate our timestamp, okay? This is model request. Is there a way to assign special only for message request model to make our mixin mixin created ad to have field name timestamp, right? Okay, I think it's possible. How much did it cost you to eat 10 large bananas? I didn't eat bananas today. There are few ways to do this in SQL Alchemy. Rated at mixed in as written. Okay. Clarify what you want. Goal DB columns. Pattern are still created at, but it's simple as skip the mixin for the model message. Yeah, that's the simplest one. Same pattern name, different DB column. The keep mixing attribute created at stores column timestamp. Right. That's one of override on model message. Not on. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, we will use that. Like here, we will have like created add overriding. It's mapped date time. And it equals mapped column. Actually, and here we have like timestamp, daytime, nullable, and default time date time dot now, right? Yeah, that's fine. But also we need to import from, where is this? Here we need to import daytime. From here we need to import daytime. Actually, here. And also we need, oh, that's all. No, there is a big problem here. That is that If we wanna do something like converting data class to DB model, there'll be a big problem. And is that we will need to rename our created head to timestamp. It's very painful. I wouldn't do it. Is there a way to create a DB model from data class? I think yes, there is a way. So first of all, we'll rename it to timestamp, okay? Second of all, we will remove this thing, right? Or we could just, yeah, we could have this thing for compatibility, yeah. It's a bit like trade-off, but it isn't that much. Random class becomes a data class. What do you mean? So SQL Alchemy 2.0 can make your DB model a data class via mapped data class. Wait, what? Mapped as data class. That gives you data class style init. The existing data class to SQL. Yeah. No built. Seriously, there is no built-in thing? Oh, I guess like because first of all we need to handle DB related things like primary key, like types, which is not easy thing, like indexes, etc, etc. Also, by the way, I'm not very professional at indexes, so I'll need LLM to help me do that. Manual mapping, define RM from data. So guys, I guess we don't really need like automatic generation of our DB model from data class for now. Hybrid from Pydantic. Right? Yeah, that's very cool. Wait, what? Isn't there a way to convert? I just realized all the pain. So apparently we cannot just convert Python types, at least for this model, to some fields. So we will need to handle payload as a Python strings. Okay, but we can handle something like kind timestamp run ID, right? Also, there is model message, like unique model message. Okay. Yeah, I think it is really smart to make unique model message, not just model request, model response. I mean universal, not unique. Alright, let's look into that more. Is there a payload thing? I don't see the payload thing. Oh. Yeah, of course I don't. Yeah, that's the most practical approach, I would say. So have kind. Yeah, LM really helped us. So mapped S0. S0, right? We will have timestamp. We already have that. ID. Do I need ID? I think like yes. Also I'll need a run ID, which is str or none, right? I'll have conversation ID, which is str or none as well, right? A metadata. You're really smart. Payload. Do we need metadata, guys? No, why would we store metadata in the B? Like, why? So I'll need just simple payload. Yeah, which could. But there is a problem. The problem is that it will be very difficult to search some content. For example, it will be very difficult to search for like messages that you really need, right? Wait, cannot Pydantic. I just take marks. No, wait. Pydantic AI cannot implement a model message without payload and with native types. Duplicated type, right? Yes, you can implement it without single payload JSON, but native duplicated types means you. What does it mean? Hmm? Actually, I realized one thing. Yeah, I didn't realize that thing. Unfortunately. Yes, you can implement it without a single payload JSON blob, but native duplicated apps mean you own a parallel schema for everything Pydantic already models. That doubles for a subset, painful. For Yeah, I know it's painful. I will not ask for the implementation. I will definitely know. So, please. Okay, look into my current code and in models.py and implement from Pydantic. How did it call that? It really called it nice. To Pydantic. Yeah, from Pydantic to Pydantic. To Pydantic, right? Okay. And also check if everything in DB is okay, right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to add init.py here, which is important. Right? No. Yeah, Composer 2.5 is really good. First of all, it's fast compared to ChatGPT. I'll definitely use Composer. Alright, we add some imports here. JSON. So it's fine to if we would roll the entire like different processes up if something is in Pydantic is changed, it would be very painful to change in our models. And for example, if we store it in as str, like the payload, I mean, then it's already the question, how much will it consume the resources? Like, it isn't that at all, right? At least I hope so. This is fine. Just store JSON in DB. Yes, it's perfectly fine to store JSON in database, but whether it's the best practice depends on. Right. Let's run practice. Yeah, I know that. But do you guys really need functionality for searching or filtering something in messages? I guess that no. Like, it's users' data, I don't even care what happens there. This is funny that data is just stored there. Just assign a project that saves the result of the computation. Yeah, like in our case, it is really the easy solution is using JSON Pydantic model message, because if we implement our own thing, it'll be, first of all, it's not a good practice. Second of all, well, it will cause so many problems, like for real. Third of all, you can actually like search something in the payload, just need to do some workaround. Auto increment. Oh, yeah, that's right. Base. Okay. Okay. No, all right. So we have ID here. Find timestamp, run ID, conversation ID, and payload. Okay. Also, let me ask one question. Chat history on the chat ID. Are we next file? Keep it. Are we next file? Keep it. Are we next file? Keep it as well. Keep it. It's just setting up our by the Alembic, right? So right now we will need history here. So it's not that difficult. Like, what would we want have in our chat history? First of all, it's bot ID. Right. Yeah, in later versions, right? First of all, it's chat ID. Apparently, we already have this. Second of all, it's chat history. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So, second of all, it's messages, right? And its relationship to model message. Chat history. Review it now. Quick fix. Import. What does it want? Relationship model message. Backplace chat history. Review it now. Okay. Good. Blocker. Just history is incomplete. Only chat ID. Only link to user. No, I mean chat ID is user ID. No unique on chat ID. Oh, that's bad. Unique. Cool. No way to no message. I need to mention this. In DM, chat ID equals user ID. Alright, in order to allow them not to confuse these things. No way to no message order. That's a problem. So yeah, this one is already a problem. Generalized with payload and drift. You update payload without updating kind. There are some problems here. First of all, we need to make... Alright, first. No changes. 2. Only propose me a way how to solve order problem, right? This is a real problem. Seconds. If you update payload without updating kind, make read only. Fields. Make read. Okay, make read only. The fields that you need to, that you think you need to. Screen length limit. He literally proposed it on use stream 100. Alright, use text. Right. For data without time zone. Yeah, use time zone plus UTC defaults in mixins 5 base of mixins. Works for you, UTC. Yeah, fix that. Missing indexes when you query by these. So yeah, we need to make indexes for chat ID, for conversation ID, chat ID. Yeah, and also user ID. Right? No Alembic migration yet. Android Pie is ready, but no Alembic versions use migrations instead of create tables and broad. How to fix that? 8. Eager imports in Call of Duty pulls embed antiquated models for the both scripts. Yeah, I forgot to remove this. Fix that. Schema sketch. User ready. Verdict. Okay. It's really well. Like, it's really good. So implemented the requested fixes proposing an ordering approach, right? Separately. Yeah, with AI you can really make the best code in your life if you try to. If you really try. Why would we need future annotations? We don't have compatibility for Python 2. Okay. All right. One is not good. I'll think about that. Table arcs. Where does it do something like read only? Yeah, how can I comment on this change? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's keep that, but wait. Index. Just histories. Yeah, I forgot to add back populate thing. Chat history change. So basically it. Wait, I didn't say to add user ID. So we need to change two things here. Model messages. Alright. Alright, first of all, move these to table, to model, move this attribute to model, or inside the model. Okay. Also, we need to import base, right? So from, why did it remove this from? Yeah, right. And also base as well. Okay. So alright. That history thing. Messages. Okay. Oh wait, what are you doing? Wait, was it before here or not? I just don't remember. Yeah, maybe it was. Also we have model message here, table name, index, run ID, index ID, chat history ID. Alright, kinds, timestamp, run ID, conversation payload, chat history. Okay. And here we have some these methods. Also we have event listens for model message before update. Oh, interesting. So if it has changes, it raises that it is read only, right? Also in here there are some changes as well. UTC now, right? So okay, daytime in per time zone, UTC now, daytime now, time zone to UTC. UTC now, alright, that's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, that's very good actually. The only thing that I don't like is this one. And where is this? Chat history is already. There was chat history thing. Where is this? Yeah, chat history. And here is the user. And user ID. Note that in chat history there may be no user, just because chat history actually may belong to the whole group in Telegram. But also it may be if the chat ID and if the chat is direct message, right? Also I commented in something in the beginning so that you would change that go, right? So here it proposes us something. Messages order, proposed approach, not implemented. Problem, model message ID, insert order. Works until rows are deleted. Reordered. Or messages are bulk imported. Right. Recommended, explicit position or model messages. So we may have something like unique constraint. Chat history ID, position, what? So we have position. And we also may have chat history. Oh, that's unique constraint, okay. Like, okay, that's fine. Append flow. Fuck maximum. +1. Why not timestamp? Multiple messages can share the same second. I know. Read only the normalized fields. Text for IDs. Alembic, how to use Alembic. Oh, I told you to fix Alembic, right? So we need to do Alembic upgrade head, Alembic downgrade -1 to downgrade it. And Alembic revision auto generate for model edits, right? Also fix position problem as you told. Okay, I think that's fine. Also, let's guys check my usage. And today my usage on Composer was 46%. So 46%, and now it's 56. So we've used 7% of our usage. Wow. Alright. Wait. I'm actually lying to you. It's not 11%. It is only 9%, right? Yeah, right. It is literally 9%. So we used 9% of our usage for 1 day per month. So apparently we will use all our plan in Like if it's 50 approximately, then we it's approximately in 5 days we will use all our limits. Like in 5 days, guys. Monthly limit. And they said it's just pretty generous. So funk inspect sync session rated updated. Right. Cache history is ready. Minus is ready, that's good. That for DM owner, now for groups history belongs to. Alright, that's good one. Yeah, that's really good one. Messages sorted by position. Yeah, that's really good one. The main thing is not to delete the position. Wait, where is the position thing? Oh, model messages position, I got it. So unique constraints, right? Read only position. Yeah, this model is very good. Like next position, DLS, right? Session, chat history. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. I would say it is very good. What is this? Wait. Oh, it's ran Alembic. Also, it's trying to fix Alembic things. Let's keep all. So let's do Alembic. How do I use it? Alembic upgrade or what? Alembic upgrade. Yeah, Alembic upgrade pack. Right? No. Never modify Alembic migrations. No, I said no. Alembic migrations just generate them. If it is not relevant, just delete. Wait, actually, I want to do the following. So Alembic revision auto generate. Alembic revision auto generate dash m base, like base for real. Shut up. I hoped that nothing would happen if we deleted migrations, but I was wrong. Try not to modify. Try not to modify Alembic. I'm great. Migrations code. Also, I used this command like Alembic revision, and before that I deleted the migrations because I don't need them now. How to fix? By the way, so we are streaming for now, and we are streaming like for, let's see, for 2 hours. Okay. Like, what will this do, actually? It's interesting. Auto generate. What are you doing? Just removed versions by cache. Oh, got it. What broke? Cal.db still had Alembic version. Is there a version thing here? I don't see it. After you deleted the migration. Got it. All schema in DB didn't match current models. Fix no can't editing. Ram the sheriff called it. Whew. I was really scared. Wait, are you joking? Are you kidding me? I won't do this. Why do I need to remove my code? Are you joking? So it's removing by cache, right? So if this happens again, around. No, I'm not gonna remove cal.db. Oh, it's cal.db. I got it. So it's a database. I thought it's this package, actually. Confusing already. Delete the migrations, keep data. Migrations exist to be out. So we need to do something like Alembic region auto generate and then use Alembic upgrade head, right? So yeah, if we use it right now, then it will tell us that everything is fine, right? Yeah, everything is fine. Whew. So guys, actually, for the last thing, I'm gonna make something like a plan. And make a plan. Like, plan for real. Make a plan for tests in DB. It should cover the functionality and testing behavior, etc. Use good practices, and do not create tests only for the sake of the tests, right? Yeah, that's important. So we're creating our tests implement the tests, right? Let me find the music. Okay, let it be like this. Which database should integration test run against? SQLite in memory only. Yeah, in memory only. Continue. By the way, I didn't know that SQLite can be run in memory. At least I forgot about it. I remember I implemented something like this as a temporal database for testing, but now it is okay, right? DB layer tests that focus async package coverage. CallDB is an in-memory SQLite exercise in real behavior by identical round trips, constraints, session lifecycle, SQL trail ORM boilerplate tests. So we add in conf tests with a static pool in memory database, session fixtures, unit tests, and integration tests. So unit tests from pydantic model request and model response to JSON safe payload, integration tests, next position ordering via selection. Yeah, that's right. I mean that's correct. Also 3 more. Integration tests, model message, update blocked. Yeah, that's one also. DM with group chat history, unique Telegram chat ID, test engine, session control, rollback, right? Smoke test, online test credited each time zone. Oh, okay, very good. I will say very good. Let's build it. And I can add to dos. Wow, interesting. It even generated diagram. So unit NoDB. It just tests from pydantic to pydantic integration in memory. Oh, it's called integration when you have some sessions, right? Database.session user just message. Actually, I'm learning a lot with AI. For real. What does the dash Q mean? I think I am mode auto. Already set. Okay. I guess we also have alembic.ini, which I don't really get. Like, it is default configuration for Alembic. Is there... Okay, never mind. It already did it? Or what? So let's review this. Yeah, keep that. That's conf test. Okay, fixture DB. Alright. Fixture session. Make request. Alright. Return model request. Okay, that's fine. Content, run ID, conversation ID, make response, add history. Okay, fine. The next file is test models. So apparently we here test pydantic round trip. Test okay. That's pretty simple. Test from pydantic. Test message ordering. This next position. test add history, load in position order, right? Test group history has no user. Okay, that's pretty good. Also, it has test engine, test session commits, and success. Test session. Okay, this one is to. This one is good as well. Okay. All right, so let's run PyTest thing. One error. There is one error. It's just running or what? I guess. Why is it so long? Fix these warnings and errors. So what is this error again? So this error is related to something like I don't know. Oh, model not found, right? So I got that. That's pretty simple fix. I could do this on my own, right? Like real. But let's let AI do this and see how will it handle this. So let's wait. Yeah, let's wait. Warming up? What? What does he mean by this? I mean, he doesn't need to warm up, I guess. By the way, check out this. We actually implemented our how is it called, formatting issue, and we switched to Telegramify Markdown. It's a library for basically parsing this Markdown and converting it to Telegram Markdown, and this is much faster because it uses under the hood Rust for parsing the Markdown thing, right? That's why we switched to it, basically, for fast reason, and also because we also didn't support some things as well in our own library, so we made it our own library deprecated for now because it doesn't support many things. It is kind of slow, at least for big files. So we switched to it, and look at these. These are really good formattings. So it's making changes. Okay. Pyra Zardini. Oh, yeah, we need to ignore Alembic actually. Got it. So we're in pytest.ini. Literally don't get all these configs. Like, I get what do they mean, but I would write it on my own because I never, like, some configs like alembic.ini sometimes I configured, but pydantic.ini I didn't configure. Like, I can't configure it, like, for my whole programming, like, career. I don't know. So fixed. Apparently it's fixed. Warnings are down. Right? Or not? Yeah, all done. By the way, how did it... Oh, it just ignores the deprecation, wow. Okay, that is not an issue. Deprecation is not an issue. Right, so guys... Actually, let's sum up. What did we do right today? We actually did a great work today. We implemented database, like basic models. And today I also switched to Markdown complete implementation so that everything works fine. I will also improve some animations here. Okay, and also I'm gonna, in the next stream, I'm gonna like wire up all the database things so that I could use the actual database, like with actual data, right? And also I made some bug fixes, like some message splitting today. I made some how to call this, error catching, login, right? So today it was a really great work. So thanks everyone for the stream and for watching me, and see you in the next stream. Bye bye.